So the other day I was playing Titanfall. That's Titanfall for the Xbox 360, the Xbox One, and the PC. I was playing on the map Nexus. The game type is Attrition. Now in Attrition you gotta try and get a lot of the enemy to die. Whoever gets 300 attrition points first, whichever team gets that, is gonna win. So I'm gonna use the dash quick charger big punch combo on a Stryder. As you may or may not remember from my previous video, I was running the dash quick charger on the Atlas and it made me very mobile. Well, I've decided now to use it on the Stryder. Now this is how you get on the zip line. You run over to this building, jump twice, turn to the side, jump again so you don't have to mantle, and then jump up here. You could probably do the turn to the side thing on that so you don't have to mantle that top piece, but I haven't mastered that yet. You want to aim down sights when you're going up to the zip line because the militia can get up to the zip line faster than the IMC. So on this map you want to spawn militia. It's faster. You can get up there a lot faster and pick off the guys that are coming up the zip line. Unless it's me, because I'm going to pick you off. Got better aim and you're standing still. I heard somebody, that's why I'm jumping down. Turns out it was my teammate. Thanks, buddy. You can see the blue name tag right up there. But hey, since I'm down here, I can show you how to get down to the zip line from over here. You can't do it by double jumping from this rock. You're not tall enough. You got to go back to that tree right here. Double jump, turn around, and there you are. You're on the zip line. Piece of cake. The zip line that's immediately to the right is the one that the IMC is going to take up. And I suck. I'm also getting shot, so I'm going to run around. By the way, I don't know if you noticed this. You probably have, but the team that we're playing against is trash. They absolutely suck. As you can see, I'm getting shot again, and it sounds like an LMG. The guy can't even hit me. He's got two of my teammates above him, so he's going to die. Anyway, over to the right that I'm not going to look at, so I can't show you, there's two large blue towers. You can also get up to the zipline relatively easy from there. It's kind of nice. Oh, look at me with my parkour failures. I'm not doing very good. Yeah, this is kind of embarrassing. I have since mastered this map. Doing a lot better than before. But right now I'm just kind of sucking. I'm sucking bad. Anyway, let's talk more about I'm going to talk a lot about the Stryder and the dash quick charger that I've been using. Speaking of Stryders, look at me fail on trying to get on top of this Stryder. One of the things you want to do when you're chasing a Titan, especially a Stryder, is you want to be high up in the air because those guys love to back up. When they run up against an ogre or an atlas, they're gonna back up because they got to keep their distance. If you're on the ground trying to get on top of him and he backs up, you're dead. He's just gonna squash you. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about the Stryder. Here I am in my Stryder with my dash quick charger, and there's the bad guy. All right, punch him. The cluster missile missed. So what you want to do when you're playing against the Atlas and Orc is you want to punch him and shoot your cluster missile and into his body. He's not going to be able to dodge it because you just punched him. There you go. See that? There's an Orc. Now since he's an Orc, I'm running away. I know I got my teammate over here. I can hide behind him and pick out this Orc from behind. It's a significant armor mismatch. Significant between a Stryder and an Orc. The Orc's gonna have the armor advantage. However, he only has one dash, whereas you have three. And if you're using the dash quick charger, in reality, you have like two sets of two if you use them sparingly. So, you use your evasion to your advantage. There's a bunch of long, narrow streets. You use your dashes to kind of keep the buildings between you and the Orc. Do not take an Orc on head to head because he's gonna destroy you. He's got the chain gun, you got the chain gun. You're gonna run out of energy before he does. It's just the way it is. So you use your advantages to your advantage. Piece of cake, right? I can't believe I missed it. I suck. Anyway, look at that. I already have my charge back. This is lethal for them. I don't even know why they mess around. Well, as you can see right here, I'm going to have to back off to the side because he's got me. There's nowhere for me to go. I over-pursued him. I should have hung back a little bit. Oh, another thing about Nexus. Anytime you eject, almost guaranteed you're going to grab onto one of those. You have the ability to grab onto one of those zip lines. I highly recommend that you do. You can do one of two things. One, it'll take you away from the battle area where you can drop out and you won't get hit by the Titan or any other pilots that happen to be watching. Or two, you can take it to the middle of the tower. I don't recommend too much taking it to the middle tower because in that case, enemy pilots are going to have an easy target if they're, you know, on the ground looking up at you. And also, if I'm fighting you and I'm in a Titan and I see you take a zipline up to the tower, I'm shooting a cluster missile to the top of the tower. It's going to be waiting for you when you get up there, and you're going to die. Look, here I am. I'm on the militia spawn. Here's an excellent opportunity to show you how to get on the zipline from the militia spawn. You're going to spawn about here. You jump onto the rock, and then you double jump and you're on. If that doesn't work, you can double jump from right here, where I just passed, and you can get on the zipline. As you can see, the militia can get up to the tower significantly faster than the IMC, so they have a tremendous advantage at the beginning of the map. To go up here, jump onto this lower area where you have 360 movement, and aim down sights to where the IMC is going to be coming from. If you're going on a zipline from the IMC, you need to always assume that there's militia waiting for you at the top of that Nexus tower. I think that's why they call it Nexus. Seems legit. Boom. When you doom a Titan and you're running the chain gun, it's best to stop shooting. And the reason why is because you're going to need ammo. As I say this, I'm reloading. You're going to need ammo to get the gooser as the guy's jumping out of the plane. I don't know how this works, and maybe somebody can comment about this. If you are running cloak and you eject from a Titan, I'm pretty sure that you have to cloak when you eject. It doesn't happen automatically. However, if you're running stem, or I forget what the other one is, some kind of active radar. I think it's a radar. When you eject, you're automatically cloaked. It's like a donated armor ability, tactical ability. You get cloak when you eject, and it's automatic. So if you're running cloak, I don't care who you're playing against. If they're a bunch of scrubs, if they're running quad rockets, you need to make sure that you're cloaked. Because if you're not, you're gonna die. Let me talk some more about the Stryder. Let me. Please, this is my video. You don't have to let me do anything. Why don't you listen to me, please, as I talk more about the Stryder. I emphasize over and over and over again that you have a significant maneuverability advantage as a Stryder. However, you have a significant shielding disadvantage as a Stryder. So what does that mean? When an enemy pilot goes and rodeos your Titan, from this day forth, I will call that hitchhiking. When an enemy pilot is rodeoing your Titan, and rodeoing is a hard word to say, it is now called hitchhiking. I call it hitchhiking. I hope you guys understand and pay attention. If he's running like a Spitfire LMG with the slammer, you're dead in less than 3 seconds. He's gonna completely drain all of your armor, and you're gonna be ejected. Furthermore, let's just say he's got like a carbine, and he hits you up, and you deploy your electric smoke. He's gonna, if he's got a satchel charge, he can drop that satchel charge on you, and that is lethal. If you're in doom status and he hits you with the satchel, you're not gonna eject. You're dead. You're gonna die in your Titan. If you're really close to doomed, he's gonna take a significant chunk. He's gonna doom you and take a significant chunk of your doom away. So, again, significant disadvantage. The best bet is to make sure that you don't ever get rodeoed as a Stryder, because he's gonna take away your Titan time, like severely take it away. There's no way around it. Even if you deploy electric smoke, if you know that your enemy has a Spitfire LMG, you're better off running over to a wall, shooting your cluster missile, and turning around and trying to destroy him with your cluster missile. Your cluster missile is going to do a lot less damage than his Spitfire. Trust me. And then you can get away from him. Another thing, when you win, let's just say you win, and the evac ship's coming, and you're in your Stryder, and you're running quad rockets with your cluster missile. Don't be getting all up on the evac ship, shooting your cluster missile and then trying to blow it away, because you're going to doom yourself. The splash damage from all these rockets and these missiles is going to mess you up. So you're going to need to stay a healthy distance back. One of the things that I like to do if I'm running cluster missile is very suicidal as a Stryder. I like to get up all up in somebody's face and not give them a chance to evade these cluster missiles. And a lot of times, even against an ogre, if I big punch him, shoot the cluster missile, I can kill him completely down to doomed with 5 or even 6 quad rockets. Oh, that's another thing. You're very vulnerable to this the Sidewinder. The Sidewinder will mess you up if you're a Stryder. God, there's so much to talk about with a Stryder. But key points with the Stryder: get your big punch, get your cluster, and evade. Use your dash quick charger to evade, not to capture. If you know that the Titan's down, you can use your dash quick charger to get up to him so you can melee him and do an execution. But you need to make sure you have some energy left over to get away in case he's got some nuclear auto eject, or he just happens to nuclear eject right beforehand. Listen to this stupid kid. This kid went like 3 and 9.
Everybody high five, guys.
Yeah, shut up, kid.
Coach high five. Everybody got a high
Yeah, he went 4, 0, 5, and 3, but he was last place on our team, but he's super happy about winning. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you didn't think my commentary was too annoying, but yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Adios!